Welcome back. Welcome back to another episode. We did a lot of that stuff I said I was going to do off camera. So let's go check it out. Currently, I got 2 service employees. I'm getting them up to 50% at least. I'm actually trying something. I haven't actually tried this out yet either before, so I'm not sure exactly how it's going to work. It's expensive, but if it doesn't work, it doesn't matter because it's still going to look cool. But first, let's stop into, we changed the name. This is now Pedal Pops. And we've got a nice little decoration going on here. And then we added in the books that I was talking about. We just added a technical manual, so like technical manual for growing plants, stuff like that, picture book, and a motivational book. So we have those going. And there we go. We have a much better looking one. Interior is 100%. Cleanliness, because we are running. I don't have to come over here anymore unless one of the people call out, and I got to cover the time that they're not being covered. So like if Catherine calls out on Tuesday, I'd have to cover her shift currently. There is a fix for that later on. So inventory wise, I can make that a little more expensive. We have enough of all of our inventory. Tomorrow we'll have to go get some more of that. But then next door, of course, name is pending, but currently we have it as Swifty's Bar and Grill. It's not completed completely. I don't have all the decorations yet because to do this was really expensive as it was, let alone I want to put the booths that we see over at Pedersen's along the wall here, and of course some other things. But this bar is what I haven't tried before. I believe it will work. But essentially, it's more of a looks because there's still going to come up order just like if it's a fast food restaurant, because that's technically what this is a fast food restaurant, is because there's no restaurants or just bars. But I'm hoping that it isn't part of the fast food. If you go to fast food, so I won't sell a ton of them, which is fine by me, because it doesn't fall under the can additionally sell. So it will still sell if things work the way I plan. But won't sell a ton of it, which is fine because that means I don't have to replace it all the time. And it's the food that we're going to make our most money off of with this stuff anyway. And then the food isn't done yet either, but the pizza ovens are 10,000 each, and I need 2 of them. And we'll put one on this side, and then one like right here for them to go back and forth. But we have fries currently, we have burgers, and we have chicken kebabs. We'll have a couple pizzas, and I think I'm probably either going to do a salad or a ice cream. I'm not sure which one, and we'll put that like right here. But once we have those people trained up to go, we can open this, and I'll continue to beautify it as we go along. Rival-wise, we're still at the very bottom because we're only bringing 18.6K per week. But once we get the bar grill up, that will help. Ingrid, who's going to be she's currently way up here. And as you can see, a bunch of days pass. We're actually coming up at the end of the technical first year. But this is expensive. Each one of these tables was $1,100 to do with the chairs. Each one of these was around $700 or $800 Of course, 1200, 1200, 120 for each one of these chairs. It was about 6 or 7 grand for the decorations out here. Each of these is 1200. This is 4400. Plus, I had to get the stock, and the kebabs are expensive. That's like 3-4 grand. So yeah, we spent a lot of money just to get it to this point. But now it is not completed, but ready for opening. And then, of course, we had to keep this place stocked with its products during that entire time. So we have fan. Of course, we have been losing money because we haven't used this place yet. This will end up becoming headquarters. Which, let's get that started today. Because I also, during that off time, made a bunch of runs to a bunch of different places. We now have I talked to the 2 added places, which I'll show you on the map where they're located. I talked to the hospital, so I have them in here so we can do insurance plans. Talked to the other bank. We only had Jensen Capital. I stopped by Van Tadar. And then, of course, the interior places. These places are cool. We won't use these for quite a while because these take a ton of money, but essentially you can take a blueprint that you have and move it into a like building. So we could go in here, say I want to do all my flower shops looking exactly like this. If you go into interior designs, save layout as blueprints, petal pops. Now I can use one of those interior design companies. It has to be the exact same building. It has to be the whatever it's, the A2 building. Other words, it doesn't work. So it has to match, but then you can just do it and they'll put all this stuff in. But it costs a pretty penny, even for a smaller place. This burger place would probably just, once these booths and stuff, would be about $200,000 to do it. Later game, it's worth doing because you've got the money coming in. You're making over 100K a day, stuff like that. But early game, it's definitely not worth it. What was that? Oh yes, we are going to run down to Ica, and we're actually going to call, which I also got Mr. Scott's office supplies, which will help for the office setup when we start doing deliveries and stuff. But I'm going to call City Workforce because I want them to find me. Ah, crap, it's Saturday. They're not open. But yeah, we're going to get our first HR in logistics. HR first, and then we'll go for our purchasing and our logistics person. But I want to get the HR in because they can train people while they're working. So, I mean, it's slower than the 10% during the day that you just get for spending all that money, but it's nice having them, being able to start them working, not spend as much on training, and get them up to 100%. It's great. So yeah, I want to get that started, but for that, all right, So where is the desk I need? There it is, over in the corner. Which I need an office chair, which I almost forgot about. Office chair. Yeah, it's not cheap to set them up, because, or do I want to just do, I don't have to worry about it. We'll just do the multi-purpose chair instead of the office chair there. It's only $200 more. A computer and a standard office desk. Now, some of your people are going to want much better equipment, and then you just get that, put them in that. But you have these that you can use with the other people who may not have that higher equipment. So, which I need to train these up again, because I need them at least at 50%. Now, some people tell you don't even bother doing any of it. Go with the lower percentage. I just prefer to have them start at 50%, especially in this part, because it affects your money, because some people will leave. So I prefer just, oops, well, we need to put that after we put the desk down. Bam. While we're here, let's give them which we're going to biz. Oh yeah, and I took the class, obviously, since I've been able to open these things. Yeah, that it's, you have to go to class for 24 hours. So yeah, it's a couple day thing. But this is going to be our headquarters. Swifty Incorporated. Let's, yeah, I like that. But let's go an orange and white. No, no, no. Go with Rubik. Bam. And then got the little sign right there. So that is all that. We're going to have to run and get stuff from the store tomorrow. So let's go back. And currently, read a book is up to 31 days because I've been able to just burn some time. I went to the skate park, which is just like the park that we went to. It's just on the other side of the map. It's just all the way over here. But you can double dip, because you can do sleep in the park and sleep over here. And you can get that double dip where you get a 25% bonus or 30% bonus from both of them. And it's the same. You know, you sleep there for 4 hours, you're getting like a week. So a lot of times I need to go to the park, but I've got all this other stuff going first. So, and we've got 4 days before we really need to go there because we're getting this big bump because of the start of the headquarters. So yeah, it comes to like this time. So I've been just 22. So yeah, I mean, 4 hours and 15 minutes of reading gives me 59 hours of that 25% bump. And it just brings me close to that 2300 hour where I've been going to sleep. So I'm going to start to go to sleep. Michael Mohana. What? This means he's got an updated need. Not gold health insurance. Oh, on a part-time employee too? Oh, you suck. Um, I'm going to use him as long as I can, and eventually I'll lose him because I'm not giving him gold. Not this early. I can't afford to give him gold. I don't even have the insurance possibility currently. So, that is one of the things about as they get better, they end up with more needs. So, need to go into BizBan. We can up that to 1825 to make some more money. We're good, we're good, we're good. Let's make that 25, so we're not too high. I don't have a high enough. If I had 100%, I wouldn't worry about it, but my customer service isn't that high. But I need to get cheap flowers, inexpensive flowers, for sure. So we're gonna run on down, and I will see you when we're on our way back. All right, let's get this stuff in. I grabbed, while I was there, I grabbed another box of burgers, fries, and chicken kebabs for next door. Because we're going to open that here pretty soon. I've still got a few candidates I'm looking for. I don't have the cleaner or stuff like that, but with that guy having the gold, yeah, we're gonna be opening here pretty quick. So I wanted to make sure. Oh man, I got rid of the stupid hand card. Look at the hand card. The infinite number of New York hand cards. Only that were true. All right. So let's get back. Read some more of my books. So we are going to. Oh, that's right. I need to add in our food. We're going to do the same. It's going to be very similar, except hat, apron. So you get food. Swifty Bar and Grill. We are going to good enough. Swifty Bar and Grill. Manage schedule. I am going to Monday. I think we want to be open from 11 to 7 initially. Of course, this is going to 1, 2, 3. These guys are part-timers. Put them at 29, considered part-time still. Believe it's anything under 30. It's considered part-time. And then we're gonna bam, bam, bam. And then we'll end up changing this slightly here later on once we get some more people in, but this is what we're going to look like to start with, and I will do the cleaning. So let's get some sleep. Made 2,700 minus all of our losses that we're racking up. Yeah, let me eat. Go to Bisbee. And we're going to open today. Second business officially open. Make sure I don't need to buy anything. We could use more expensive flowers, but we can go at least today without. While I'm thinking about it, I'm going to need it here. Not today, but I will need it here in the future. Need at least one more. 2 ideally, but I don't really want to spend that money yet because I have other plans, because once we bring this in, set this up, we're going to call and have City Force find us an HR rep. City workforce, it's Monday, you're open. Swifty Incorporated. HR manager today. So by tomorrow, because the HR manager, I want to train the first one. I want to train up to 100%, because the 100% is going to allow me to do 50. I can train my other people up to 100%, and I can also get a much better deal on the insurance I end up putting on that person. So that person, I will spend the time and money to get them up. Another part-timer. Fine. Hire you. Clean work environment. Totally doable. 46%. We're going to add you in. Manage schedule. We're going to add you in because all this is going to change anyway. I'm going to add you in for these first days. Oh, God. An hour and 20 minutes before we need to open. Everything's going fine over here. I want to see. Which I might as well grab my broom anyway. But I want to see if these work. So, all this bar setup works. If it doesn't work, it kind of sucks. That's going to be an expensive fix. But I like this look. I wanted it more to be like a sit-down restaurant feel. Functionally, fast food restaurant. We don't have a restaurant or a bar yet. Hopefully, it'll be one of the ones in the future updates, possibly. Maybe at least a bar that you can serve the food items at. Okay, so that part's working. And they're off they go to get the food. Bam. Oh yes, they can sit at the bar too. I wasn't even thinking. I was thinking that they would only be able to. Oh yeah, the drinks are working too. Yeah, okay. So yeah, this is all working like I thought it would. Except for the seats. I totally forgot that people sit at the bars. So that's awesome. I like that. I do kind of wish that they wouldn't all sit at the bar first. Because, yeah, in this, they just sit at whatever seat's the closest. So, but that's fine. I mean, it doesn't really matter. It's not like we're going to end up spending a ton of time in here in the future anyway. So, but that's great. It is all working. I love it. It's exactly what I thought it would do. I do love the fact that they're sitting at the bar eating. Ah, that is something I did not realize. I need to do a quick change here because that queue is going to be way too short. So I didn't realize that they literally will only line up until that. So we need to expand those. So there we go. It really doesn't matter because this isn't an actual representation of the actual amount of people that are coming through your store. You can so it's just a cool little graphic you get to see while you're in here. So it's not an exact representation, but they try to keep it as if you don't have a ton of people hourly coming through your store, they're not going to put a huge line like this. you know. I do kind of wish that, like, putting this rug here, which looks really cool, would have some type of bonus to the dirty, where like things don't get as dirty as quickly because of the rug that you put there. Cleaning person, I need you to start so I don't have to do all the cleaning. Yup, food, manage schedule. We're gonna do just like we did. Next door, basically. You are gonna work 7 days a week, but you're only gonna work 4 hours a day. So you stay your part time, and overall you now, because of this low skill currently, they're not going to be great at cleaning this stuff. In a future update, we're actually going to see them walking around cleaning. Currently, you see like the security guards, but you do not see them. What time are you supposed to start? So you're started for today already. So the majority of this should go away on the hour. So at 1500, it should show most of that disappear, if not all. Yeah, see, because of his low score, they're not able to get everything. But it's good enough for now. So we're going to run back because we're going to end this episode by going to sleep. After reading, because free happiness. Because I want to see what we make for yesterday. Bam, we're up to 4,500. And we probably could have done better because I forgot to do pricing. Because that should be up at like 1850. We'll leave that at 1250. That's good for burger. 650 for fries. Whiskey, we'll do 28. Margarita, we'll do 18. Beer, 13. Martini, 22. And soda, we can go up to 340. Is what I believe I have elsewhere. So yeah, we could have made even more, but we did sell. Like I said, these aren't going to sell hot because they're not actually supposed to be sold there according to the way the game is set up, but they still sell. So that's great. That works. That means the cool looking bar setup works. So yeah, we're good on product though for the day. But we made 3,000 yesterday. Not bad. a high, low. We could probably stay open till 8. We'll let it run for a few days first, but we'll probably be pushing that back to 8 or 9 and opening up at noon. Although 11, yeah, be opening up around noon instead. But we'll let it go at least another day. We need to check. How's our florist? Yeah, I'll end up having to run and get flowers. Always running to get flowers. But we have our second business up and running. Things are only going to start to speed up from here because we're going to be able to make the money. We're going to be spending the money fast. We're never going to have any, but we also have in 9 days taxes are going to come in. Sucks, but you do have 20 days to pay those. So it's not like you have to have the money on hand when tax day comes. But so for the next episode, we're going to get into the HR. I'm going to get purchasing and logistics going as well. Hopefully, at the very least, the purchasing agent I want to get hired and running so we can start bringing things in, which means we need to start looking at the expensive warehouse stuff. This one is going to be probably the one. Nope. If the 690s, they're okay, but the one isn't worth it in the long run. You're going to spend 72 in rent, but like if you get, I need one that is bigger, but like this one here, the 2 bay is the way you want to go. Even if it's your first one, it's double price. It's huge initial payment. But this is going to function for you better because each one of these bays does, with a van, will do 2. Or is it 3? It's either 2 or 3. It's 3. It's 2 businesses. Your logistic manager ends up bumping that up, and if you get your logistics manager to 100%, you'll get 4 businesses you can deliver from with one van from each bay, so that would be a total of 8. The other one, the most you could get with your van is 4 businesses. So it's better to just end up getting one of these from the start, if at all possible. I don't like where that one is to start. We'll hold off. We'll gamble, hold off, because I really like this one here. Or there is one over here down by Ica way. So we'll hold off and wait until we can find one that's closer, hopefully. But other than that, I hope you enjoyed. Have a great day.